At an army base in North Carolina last night, Iran was on Donald Trump's mind. The president suggesting to his troops that fear of America would help persuade Iran to abandon its nuclear program.
Sometimes you have to have fear because that's the only thing that really will get the situation taken care of.
And by sending a second aircraft carrier to the Middle East, he's hoping that fear will increase. The USS Gerald Ford, sailing from the Caribbean, fresh from helping in the capture of Venezuela's President Maduro. It could take weeks for this carrier to arrive. But Mr. Trump's officials say the US is preparing for a sustained military operation. And the president was asked if regime change is what he wants.
Well, it seems like that would be the best thing that could happen. For 47 years, they've been talking and talking and talking. In the meantime, we've lost a lot of lives while they talk. Meantime, we have tremendous power has arrived, and additional power, as you know, another carrier is going out shortly. So we'll see it out. If we could get it settled for once and for all, that would be good.
Last June, US stealth bombers flew all the way from Missouri to attack Iranian nuclear sites. But the planning for another possible strike is said to be more complex, with a wider set of state and security targets. Last year, the Iranians responded by launching a limited ballistic missile attack on a US base in Qatar. The Americans are preparing for more retaliation this time around, but they still say they hope force won't be required. And Israel's Prime Minister told Mr. Trump this week that scrapping Iran's ballistic missiles must form part of any peace deal, along with its support for armed groups.
I said that if a deal is indeed reached, it must include the elements that are very important from Israel's perspective. And I believe not just Israel's. It's not just the nuclear issue, it's also ballistic missiles and Iran's proxies. That was the substance of the conversation.
Last week, indirect talks with the Iranians in Oman were led by Chief Negotiator Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law. Those talks resume in Geneva on Tuesday, but the Iranians have so far ruled out negotiating on their missiles.
The president has said that his preference is to reach a deal with Iran. That's very hard to do, but he's going to try, and that's what we're trying to do right now. And you know, Steve Witkoff and Jared have some meetings lined up fairly soon. We'll see if we can make any progress. The president would always prefer to end problems with a deal.
While Marco Rubio was speaking in Munich, hundreds of thousands in the city were demonstrating against the Iranian government. Last month, Donald Trump said he would come to the rescue of protesters killed inside Iran. He did not do so, so who knows if he's really prepared to attack now.